I know I haven't spoken yet in this video, but I just wanted to include those clips from earlier today because I was in the library. I know I wasn't technically studying because I was just brushing up on some chapter work, but now it is later in the day. But anyway, I just wanted to include this clip because I think your day always starts the night before, and for me, every night before I go to bed, I make sure to make a to-do list for the next day and jot down everything that I want done for the day. So tonight before I go to bed, I will write down everything step by step of what I want to accomplish tomorrow, and just when I have this already in mind right before I go to bed, it allows me to see and envision my plans for the next day and kind of map out everything that I'm going to do, and it honestly just motivates me to go to sleep and wake up and be productive. I know that was a lot of rambling for kind of the prologue to the video, but I felt it was very important and pertains very well to my study habits and to this video. So with all this being said, I will see you in the morning. I'm going to try to relax a little bit so I can wake up and be rejuvenated and ready to go. Hey guys, so this video is just going to be kind of a vlog of my next week or so of studying and preparing for my exams next week. So next week I have 3 exams in 48 hours, which is absolutely brutal, especially considering the times that we are in right now with just everyone panicking about coronavirus and just getting back from spring break. It's definitely a hectic time. Obviously, it's very frustrating that my exams are so close together, but there's nothing I can do about it except for making sure that I prepare to the best of my abilities. So the first exam I need to be studying for is Managerial Accounting. That exam is Tuesday. After that, I have the Business Stats, which I am taking at 12:50 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. And later that evening, I am taking Principles of Management, which is the last exam of these crazy 48 hours that I need to work on. So I'm making this video to kind of not just inform you and show you how I prepare for my exams, but to also keep me motivated. I figured that if I'm making this video, it's going to only motivate me to work even harder at my classes and to make sure that I don't embarrass myself when I let you guys know what I get on all of these exams. So before we get into my actual just studying, I wanted to just talk about kind of my studying habits themselves and what I do to stay motivated. So one of the big things for me is delayed gratification. One thing that I found very helpful that just has always kind of been a part of my life is kind of putting off things that are beneficial to me until I finish something else. So for today, for example, I have like 5 hours of an exam review that I need to watch, and I am not going to get my Dunkin' Donuts lunch and coffee until I finish at least the part 1 of that exam review. By doing this, it allows me to motivate and stay focused right now until I can get my lunch, and then once I have that, I can kind of relax for about 30 minutes and then get right back into the swing of things. So the exam review I'm going to be doing today is offered through an organization known as Study Edge. It's super helpful to all students at UF. Everyone loves them and swears by them. It's certainly helped me with all of my classes that I've taken to this point that Study Edge offers. So that is who this exam review is going to be from today. It's going to be a video, and then I'm going to have a PDF on my iPad that I'll follow along, filling it out. So with all this being said, let's jump into it and get working. Okay guys, so I just finished the first half of the review. I'm feeling pretty good right now. It's 12 o'clock, so I'm right where I thought I was going to be when I would finish it. But because I'm feeling pretty good, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the second part of the review. That way I can be all the way done with the review by the time I get my lunch. To help me stay just a little bit more focused, I actually have a Mio energy drink thing that I can squirt into my water, so I'm gonna go grab that and finish up this next hour and a half of review. So I just finished watching all of the exam review video as well as one of the additional supplemental videos for one of the chapters. So now that I've finished that, it is 2 p.m. so I'm going to go head to Dunkin' Donuts, get my lunch, and kind of come back here and relax for a little bit before hopping into the practice problems. So let's go get lunch. So now I'm all done with lunch and watching all the other supplemental videos and everything. So now I can finally get started on the practice problems, and I'm actually looking forward to it just because I've been watching so many videos and I'm just ready to actually finally use the knowledge that I've gained to just kind of crank out these problems. So let's get into it.
Old friends switched up, now seems like they never believed in me. Hey. And my girl hit my phone late night, she gone and she leaving me. Hey. Everyday life changes, but one thing I know is I'm far from basic, yeah. Had some old friends switching up like a light switch. These days it ain't hard to tell who I'm tight with. I've been on a mission since I was 17 to get this green, live my dream, but they out trying to play. I've been chasing cheese, dropping songs every week, working trying to get my buzz up, now they all on my wave. Pull up to the scene and I heard they trying to scheme, but see I don't really listen what they all trying to say. Hit a little blow, now they all say hello, but I wonder if they know I heard them all acting fake. Old friends switched up, now seems like they never believed in me. Hey. And my girl hit my phone late night, she gone.
So with that, I am all done with my practice problems. Today's actually Sunday. I haven't filmed anything else today, mostly because the day has been pretty much identical to yesterday, Saturday. Got up, worked on some problems, got Dunkin' Donuts, worked on some problems. So now that I'm done, I still have 2 days until my exam, so I don't want to use up all of my study materials yet. I only have 2 practice exams available to myself, so I'm going to hold off on those. I'm honestly just super fried from all the material, so for the rest of the day I am just going to focus on the other assignments that I have that don't necessarily pertain to studying for exams, so I'm not going to film that. But it's 7 o'clock now, so I'll probably just work on those things until I get dinner and then just relax for the rest of the night so I can be refreshed for the grind again tomorrow. So overall, pretty much accomplished everything I wanted to do as far as accounting goes. I still want to start reading the Smoky Notes packet for my management class, even though that exam is Thursday. So if I don't speak to you for the rest of today, I'll see you tomorrow.
Soul, but still you play the radio. I changed my name 2 years ago. Left that old sound, forward I go. I like it loud, you like it low. Drown you in bass, Titanic flow. Everybody hit that shmoney about a week ago. Yeah, I know that's not my style, but I still play it though. Tell me something that I want to hear. All that criticism in my head goes out my ears.
Hey guys, so I know I didn't film much today at all. That's just because, again, I was working on some practice problems for managerial accounting, which you saw earlier. And then I read another chapter for the Smoky Notes. It is now 11:18, the night before the exam, so I'm going to try to get to bed at a somewhat reasonable time. I want to still make sure to read at least half of this chapter, kind of get that started,
and finish it in the morning. But overall, a productive day. So because tomorrow is the day of the exam, I am planning on taking both of the mock exams throughout the day, and then depending on how much time I have left, upon concluding that, I will probably just go over these problems and kind of just read over some of the concepts just so I have that all down on lock as well. Also, earlier today, I forgot to mention I watched all of the exam review for my business statistics class. Luckily, that review wasn't as long, as about only 2 hours, which was nice compared to the 5 hours that managerial accounting was, but knocked that out along with other business stats assignments that I just kind of had due this week. So I made sure to do that because I still want to kind of build on my studying for that class, just because on Thursday I do have that class as well as management in the same day. So I'm trying not to just have to cram so much once I finish my accounting exam. And I also just didn't want to be fully doing managerial today. I wanted to kind of give my brain a break. So with all this being said, I'm going to finish reading this and kind of just relax.
He says don't stay your own. They say follow.
Alright guys, so it's now 7:30. I have my exam in 10 minutes. I haven't filmed anything today just because I've been doing the same thing as I've been doing the last couple of days, working non-stop, but I'll check in with you guys once I'm out of it, and I'm just really excited to have this weight lifted off of my shoulder. So I'll see you later.
Translate them to my native tongue. They've got ideas, we've got ours too.
Alright guys, so I know I haven't updated you at all really for the last 2 or 3 days. I think I maybe filmed a video yesterday where I was doing this. I don't know how that turned out, but anyway, today is now Friday, March 20th. My Apple Watch is not working, so I can't even check, but that just shows kind of how crazy and hectic the last couple of days have been for me. I didn't really update you at all after my managerial exam, which was my first exam, and that was honestly because I feel like I did not do very well on it at all. Just being fully transparent with you, I was suffering from just a lot of stress right as I opened it up. I was able to get through about half of them. I thought half of them, were pretty easy. It was everything that I knew very well, and I pretty much know I got those right. But really, the other half were all questions that I was not super confident about, and I'm not really used to that. So by the time I finished the exam and finally submitted it, it wasn't the usual feeling that I usually have of feeling a sense of relief. It was more a sense of fear, just because I was not feeling as confident about it as I usually do when I submit an exam. And for most exams I submit, I feel when I submit it that I got 100, and that's just not the way I felt after it. So that's kind of why I didn't really update you that night. I wasn't really in the best mood. And then even yesterday, or at this point now, 2 days ago in the morning, I was still just very upset with myself and just the way the events transpired. Then yesterday, last night, I took my Principles of Management exam. The content on this exam is the easiest of all the 3 exams I'm taking, and it is really just kind of definitions and vocabulary and concepts of that nature. It is obviously no mathematics involved. The concepts themselves are pretty easy, and it's pretty much just remembering things. So you guys saw me reading the spoken notes package for them earlier in the week, so that's pretty much just all I did. I made sure to finish all the packets, and I ended up taking all of the practice exams, both provided from spoken notes and from the professor. So by the end of that, I was feeling pretty confident. I felt I knew all of the information pretty well, and going into the exam, I felt confident. And through the exam, again, there were a couple moments of stress, but in reality, I ended the exam with probably 5 questions overall that I wasn't extremely confident about. So that is always kind of a good way to leave the exam, especially when the exam consists of 60 questions. So, even if I got 5 wrong, that's still a 90, and of those 5, I still feel I put the best answer. So there's still a good chance that I get a really good grade, so I'm feeling good about that. And then today, the last exam now, I know originally it was actually supposed to be yesterday, but luckily due to crazy coronavirus pandemonium going on, The professor allowed us to, she extended the deadline until Saturday at 12, so I could decide between taking it any time between, Thursday at 12 to Saturday at 12. So obviously I decided to postpone it until today, which is Friday. I'm taking it tonight at 8 p.m. I decided to do it at 8 p.m. just because I felt I hadn't done much work in preparation for it, but luckily I think I did a good job throughout the whole semester, staying up to date, and going over it now, I feel pretty good. So the rest of today, I don't really have any practice exams for it, which kind of scares me, but I have about 70 more practice problems to do from the professor that I will make sure to complete and try to fully understand. And I feel that by the time I do that, I will then be feeling very confident moving on towards the exam. And I just cannot wait to be done. I will be all done tonight in about 9-10 hours, so I've only got that much time left. And it is crazy. Now I'm here in my apartment. No one else is here. Everybody else left. They went home for quarantining, which is pretty bizarre. This is not a situation anyone would have thought we would have been in a month ago today. But obviously everyone is taking the correct safety precautions, and I myself am making sure to stay safe and making sure to be, practicing social distancing. Even though I did get Chick-fil-A, but I still made sure to stay at least 6 feet away from everyone through the process of that. But yeah, it's crazy here at UF right now. UF suspended all classes, or at least transferred them online. So pretty much everyone in Gainesville left and went home for the semester. So all fraternity events are canceled. All club and sporting events are canceled. Obviously, we saw NBA, NCAA, everything has been canceled or postponed. So it is pretty crazy. I don't know when I'll be coming back to Gainesville. I've been rambling now for a long time, but I just really wanted to update you because I feel like a lot has changed since the last time we kind of sat down and talked. But that's kind of the update. Took managerial. Don't feel too good about it, but happy to have it done. And then took management, feel good about it, and then business stats, obviously, tonight. So I'm gonna destroy this Chick-fil-A and keep studying, and I'll check in with you later. Alright guys, so now it's March 23rd. It's been another couple of days since I've updated you, and this shows me just how bad I am at keeping you guys updated. But it is Monday now. It's been a couple of days. No exam scores have been released. But as you can see, I am clearly in a different environment. I am back home in Naples. I am here for the foreseeable future because all classes, like I said, got moved online. Still haven't heard anything back about scores. But anyway, I'm back here now, and just kind of looking back while editing this video, I really was able to see just how much I studied, and I still don't know what happened with managerial. I mean, you guys saw in the video just how many hours I was putting in, and I mean, I was not lying when I said I put in, a solid 8 hours a day for the 5 days leading up to it. I put in a lot of work, and I felt I really did know the content. It was just when the exam actually came around, it kind of just unleashed a lot of stress that had been building up for the last couple of days, just from all of my exams kind of dictating my entire grades, to coronavirus and being away from my family and kind of just worrying about them, worrying about the economy, and worrying about all the other things that are included and that have been going on in the world. So obviously this is just a very stressful time, and it's not necessarily an excuse because everyone's going through it, but it just really got to me for that managerial exam, and it's still scaring me because I don't know how I did, and it's scary, but feel really confident about the other two exams. I never updated you about business stats. I felt really amazing about it right when I submitted it, slightly because I was just finally done and I realized I was going to be coming home in less than 12 hours. But even looking back now, I still feel very confident about it. Luckily, it's just kind of an easier content matter than managerial accounting, like I said. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm honestly not going to have my exam scores back for maybe another week or two. Just because of how the events have transpired. So I don't think I will be including them in this video. I might put them in the comment section, but I just kind of want to get this video out while I have the time to edit it and work on it, so I apologize for that. But with all this being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions at all about, my study habits, techniques, UF in general, classes, anything at all, you can send me a DM to my Instagram. I respond to everything. any question you have really about anything. I would love to help you guys out if you have any problems or any questions. And I really did have a good time filming this video. Just looking back over it now, I kind of just liked, you know, kind of the screen recording and kind of just capturing a lot of the work that I put in. And so I hope you guys enjoyed that too, and I hope it, you know, maybe motivated you to work harder and to go out and put it all on the line for your grades. With all this being said, I've now been rambling again for a super long time, and I apologize. But before I talk anymore, I'll just wrap it up. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
So don't change. He says don't stray, stay your own. They say follow where we go. These days kings race for their thrones. Their tall tales boost their egos.